Okay, so while defining the employee table, we have seen how to define employee number. After defining employee number, we may have another field which is called as employee name, or maybe employee full name. So if you have that field called employee full name, so we know that whatever be the value which is going to come in this particular column, that column will be of character type. It will have some string in it, and if you want to define a set of a string which is going to come up in a column, then we define it as a character. Okay, we are going to read just two type of character field here, but of course there are multiple, same as integer. So first one is normal character field or char field. So character field can be defined as a char, and in char the first drawback of it is a fixed length. So whatever you define, like if you are defining char 25, if you are putting up 25 here, that means this is going to be a character type of field of length 25. Of course it could be 250, but you have to declare it a priori, right? So whatever you are going to declare while defining the field, that will be the length of this field. So if you are saying character 250, that means it is going to hold 250 characters in it. Anything which comes after that, that will be a problem. So the basic problem with it is fixed length. Whatever you have defined, that will be the fix for the field until you change it explicitly. The maximum length that you can define for this is 8000 characters, right? Now next thing is to avoid this particular problem, or to solve this particular problem, where it may happen that initially you do not know what is going to be the length of the field, like let's say address field. So in the address field, you do not know how long it is going to go. Normally it lies between 50 to 60 character or 100 character or something like that. So if you are to guess like how should be the length of address defined, so maybe 100 character you are going to define, or maybe somebody will say, okay, let's define it 250 character. So if you are defining 100 character or 250 character, that's fine. But what happen if it is going to be more than 250 character? Then again there is a problem. So you will say, okay, if 250 is not sufficient, let's define is 5000. But if you are going to define it too big, 5000 or something, then every time it is going to again consume the space, or the file will be heavy, right? And whenever you work with database, so there are a lot of records which are going to go in the file, and that's why we have to ensure that whatever be the field type which we are going to select, they should be wisely selected. They should not be small enough, they should not be too small as well, and at the same time they should not be too big as well, so that they are going to consume a lot of space, right? So we have to wisely select the fields. So that's why, to overcome that problem, we have this type which is called as varchar. Now what is varchar? Varchar means variable character. That means if you are defining it as 250, so it is not going to take 250, but if something which going to come more than 250, then it is going to automatically extend it. It is going to automatically extend it. It will be defined as 250, but something comes up, then you need not to change it explicitly. It is going to automatically expand from 250 to 350, or whatever be the value of the, or whatever be the value you are going to enter in this character field. So that's a very, very important part of this particular field or this particular type, varchar. So it's a variable length. That's a important part. And then of course length is again 8000. All right. So that is about character type of field. Now next thing is date and time. So what is date and time? So if you want to enter date and time about a specific thing, then you can define it as a date and time. Now if you are defining date time, then it is going to take date and time both. But if you want to explicitly define either date or either time, then you can use date or time. Okay. Then if you have something as a binary, maybe yes or no, true and false, or something like that, like there is a field like employee is on notice period, yes or no. So employee is on notice period, yes or no, then again it can come as a binary. So any value that is going to go in the table in a yes no format, true false format, that is going to go in the binary format. Alright, so these are some of the important type of data types which are available in SQL, but not limited to these many. Okay, these are the most frequent use, but not limited to these many. So this is something we are going to utilize while defining or creating a table. So let's this is all about SQL theory. Now let's go back and directly work on the SQL. Alright, thank you.